So I saw this morning that Dan Worrell released his video about the oven, and I was like, damn, I also still need to make that video. And I just do not allow myself to watch videos from other YouTubers about software or hardware that I haven't reviewed yet, because I want to be as unbiased as I can. I really want to show what I think, but I also really want to watch his video. So that's why I'm now recording a video about the oven from Mayor Applebaum. Let's get started. All right, the oven from Mayor Applebaum. Get irresistible, fully cooked sounds out of this unique and inspiring color box. So this is a software simulation of the oven hardware box, which is this thing. I mean, it looks the same. That's what they're really good at with software. And it's quite an interesting unit because of the labeling. I mean, they're using temp, cook. They've got 3 different burners, sizzle and flow. It's really like an oven or like a furnace. And I really have an opinion both on the positive and on the negative side. So on the positive side, who says that hertz and dBs are the best way to describe sound on equipment? I mean, is that really the best way of saying it? Or maybe we should use different terms that are more accessible, that is easier to understand. Also, when there's a strange label on equipment, you're forcing the user to listen instead of think. So that's a good thing. The bad thing is that it's like really confusing, and most of all confusing for more experienced engineers when you're used to using dBs and hertzes and attack and release in milliseconds or seconds. Like, then seeing this can be a bit confusing, I think. The oven is not a typical EQ or saturator. It's a colorful mojo box designed to cook, bake and broil any sound source, whether an individual track, stem, group, mix, bus or mastering chain. From subtle hi-fi enhancement to aggressive drive, it will add warm, size, depth, color and sizzle to your tracks. Okay, so it's not an EQ or saturator. It's something else. It's a mojo box. This adventuresome plugin has additional features that are not in the original hardware thanks to retractable extra unit from Brainworks, which adds in the mono maker, stereo width control, TMT and more. Okay, so what I always say is that a hardware unit is made to use as a hardware unit, to be used by your fingers and in the real world, while software should be made to be used by keyboard and mouse or touch controls on like an iPad or a phone or something. In the plugin world, we often get these things mixed up. So it's good that they're adding some features to make life easier, because that's pretty easy to do in software. Things like auto gain and stuff. Doesn't say it has auto gain, by the way. So this TMT thing, I'm seeing it over here, tolerance modeling technology. Oh, it's actually a patent. Okay, simulates channel-to-channel variances in electronic components for the most realistic analog sound in the box. It's I've heard a lot of analog designers from who really made a lot of original equipment, and one of the things they had a lot of focus on was on removing these tolerances and making things more clean and more transparent and those type of things. So it's quite interesting that an analog circuit designer is actually working a lot of his time on removing those things, while in the software, designers are really working a lot of time on adding those things. So from an analog designer's perspective, the digital world is perfect. From a digital designer perspective, the analog world is perfect. Why don't they just do each other's job then? All right, so this is it. We've got less or more headroom. Compression, I think. Yeah, that's another way of saying it. We've got burners here. We've got sizzle flow. I mean, this is the channel thing. I'm pretty sure Dan Worrell is going to talk about this. That's a thing. Like, if I see videos from other YouTubers, I'm constantly thinking, but I shouldn't click it, but I'm constantly thinking, what would they say? Got a mono maker, stereo width, parallel mix. I'm actually doing a lot of parallel mixing now with an analog box that I have over here. I either can and cannot talk about depending on when I'm releasing this video. So I'm I'm shutting up about that. We've got a cool bypass knob here, I think. Yeah, okay, let's check it out. But before I'm going to check it out, I want to say that I'm running the trial here. I just downloaded the trial. I'm not in contact with Mayor Applebaum Handy Amps or Plugin Alliance. If you appreciate my independence, make sure to support me using my affiliate links. Thomann, Sweetwater, and High Note. Thomann and Sweetwater, it's buying something in those shops. High Note, it's just signing up. So if you sign up for High Note, it's highly appreciated. Links will also be in the description down below. Now let's run some audio through it. As always, it's Dance Storm by Sadud or something. All right, temp. Okay.
Everything is upside down. Don't know what's going on.
Well, I mean, it certainly doesn't have auto gating. At least not by default. I don't see a knob for it. EQ, okay.
Everything is upside down. Don't know what's going on.
So yeah. Is this just output gain? But we also have output gain here. Is this output gain? I think this is output gain. So that's this is I'm running in the exact problem that I was just explaining. Like I just want to go in, turn the knobs and have a certain expectation. Now I'm not sure what I'm doing. I'm never really sure what I'm doing, but that's a different story. If I would come into a session and this thing is up, I wouldn't use it because I would need my time with it to get to know it. And that's definitely because I just don't know what is exactly going on, which is weird. Let's try this mono maker. Yeah, it's just a mono maker, I think. Stereo width. Right, parallel mix.
Everything is upside down. Don't know what's going on.
Louder maker.
I see you pass me by, and you don't walk alone. Yeah, yeah.
So assuming this is output gain. So okay, so I have my parallel 0 dB or 0%, like roughly the same, but now when I bypass it, it's louder, which I should correct on this, I think. No.
Everything is upside down. Don't know what's going on.
Okay. Oh, so this is your... Yeah, of course. So this is your total output. Okay. I mean, this could have been much simpler if auto gain would be in there. Actually, if there's parallel mix, you should have auto gain. It's weird again. Like Brainworks is saying, like, hey, we're adding an extra strip with some knobs, some buttons, some extra screws, some extra hex screws. It also needs a little bit of that aluminium profile in there. Like they're really doing their best to adding some stuff, but they're not adding auto gain. And I've been having actually interesting. I had a discussion with a plugin designer last week, and we discussed auto gain as well. He said that it was very difficult to do, and the only thing that I have to say about that is that, like, yeah, but since when does convenience win over quality? Like, if it's a hard thing to do, then you're probably going to be ahead of your competition. Right now, you're just the same as your competition. From that perspective, this plugin is nothing special. And also, I don't understand it. I really need to put this in like Plugindoctor or something to learn more about what it's doing before I dare to use it. If you know what I mean. All right, so it's already doing something when you start it. Yeah, let's not overload it like this. Oh yeah, okay. So this is also some EQ. Lows, okay, yeah. Sizzle. So that's really the top end. And flow. Yeah, I think flow is just gain. I think it is. Plugindoctor is actually really cool. Like you can really see. I should incorporate more Plugindoctor in here. Yeah, so it's really an EQ coupled with some saturation basically. I think the origin is also a tube unit, so that's like it's a logical thing that comes from tubes, and the cool thing with tubes is that it already sounds very, very musical. So basically what it is, as far as I can see in my current measurements, is that it's an EQ coupled with some saturation, with weird controls, and one knob to do some compression. And another knob to make it more extreme and that kind of stuff. That's basically what it is. So if you're looking for that, then check out the oven. I'm not looking for that. Maybe in an analog box I would be looking for that. But with analog, it's just like analog and digital are so different in what I'm expecting from it, what I'm looking for. Yeah, that's all that I have to say about the oven. It's probably a cool Mojo box. It's a bit confusing in the controls. It's what it is. If you like my videos and want to support me, make sure to subscribe or become a member on Patreon or on YouTube. Content is the same on both. YouTube is down below and Patreon is over here. I'll link a playlist with some of that exclusive content over here, and I'll link a cool video from myself over here, so that if you're not want to become a member but want to keep watching videos, which also supports the channel a lot, then you could do that. Thanks a lot for watching. Keep pushing, and bye-bye. And now I'm going to watch Dan Worrell's video. And there will be a members exclusive response video. Like real-time watching and responding.